Hello everyone, hope you're doing alright. Today let's very quickly talk about dealing with Lethality Operative defensive cooldowns. Lethality Operative is a very popular spec right now. It does a whole bunch of damage and it's pretty powerful. So let's quickly talk about how to deal with their defensive cooldowns. The first of which being their evasion. Evasion is this little green guy right here. It'll show up in their buff tray as a little green animation and show up as a little green circle appearing around the operative when it's active. Now, evasion only works on melee range damage. So that's any white damage. Anytime you shoot with the operative with a blaster or stab it with a lightsaber, that is considered to be melee range damage. If you throw any white damage into the operative while they have evasion up, it's probably going to be avoided. So don't throw nets into it, don't throw your Furious Strike into it, and you should be fine. However, if you're a Force or Tech Blast, or if you're using a Thunderous Bolt, or you're an AP Power Tech going absolutely ballistic, you can still tunnel through evasion most of the time, unless there is Reflect. Some operatives would choose to take Reflect over the cooldown reduction. You'll know if the operative's taking Reflect because there'll be a little extra red animation appearing around the evasion, or if you take a whole bunch of damage when you hit into evasion, just know that they have Reflect, so don't hit into it. There's no really good way to know besides just from learning from experience. So if you find yourself hitting into evasion and taking a whole bunch of damage, then you know that they have Reflect. Other than that, just kind of like wait it out. Evasion doesn't really last that long. You can see here I pop evasion and it lasts for about 4 seconds, which is totally time you can just like wait. You can tab off for 2 global cooldowns or don't, and you should be fine. The second major defensive cooldown we have is our Shield Probe. Now, Shield Probe is kind of a sad little ability. It absorbs maybe 40,000 damage, something like that. I don't have the exact number off the top of my head. It's nice, it's fine for lethality operatives, but it's not really going to save their life. You're going to see it appears as a little blue buff here and a little blue icon here signaling that, hey, Shield Probe is up. So if you're not doing a whole bunch of damage to the operative, that is currently why. However, just hit through it. Like, it's not that big of a deal. You can totally hit through Shield Probe and be perfectly fine. There's not really much to know. Finally, we have our Stim Boost. Duke is very excited. Hey boy, hey boy. Stim Boost is going to appear as this little icon right here where it looks like there's a little stim going on into the lethality operative. This will give the lethality operative a whole bunch of healing and about 20% damage reduction. So there is no real good way to deal with Stim Boost. You just kind of have to sit there and hit the lethality operative. So it's going to heal the operative for a little bit. That's all you kind of have to know. But beyond that, just keep hitting the operative. The only real defensive cooldown that you have to be on the lookout for is evasion, especially if there is Reflect. Watch out for that evasion. Try to throw your nets into it or any of your high damaging abilities like a Gore or a Furious Strike, and you should be perfectly fine. Other than that, just hit the lethality operative and eventually they will die. They do have some fair bit of natural CDs, but it kind of is what it is. So if you have any questions, comments, complaints, concerns, conundrums, etc. about how to deal with lethality operatives, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. I'll get back to them as soon as physically possible. But that's all I have. Just hit the Lethality. We'll talk about content in a different video because it's kind of a different beast. So hope you guys have a fantastic day. Enjoy yourselves. I don't know, like and subscribe, or don't. It's a free country. Do whatever you want. Bye now.